expedition, exploring the charming outlook of the smiling coast.
Thank you. Hello.
This week, the expedition welcomes the beauty of a new season. We're here at the Gambia Ports Authority, receiving MV Bremer. This is the biggest cruise liner to ever come to this smiling coast.
This is before the stretch, as you can see. The ship in 2008, in the center section here, was a 90-foot, you can see it actually from the outside. The ship was cut in half.
It's a drive to maximize gains, trading the exclusive Smiling Coast brand. Also coming up on the expedition is Travel Ahead, conveying news from the travel world and everything that matters at the Gambia Tourism Board. That's the expedition coming up in just a moment.
Hi, I'm Nisa, having a great time with my friends and the Smiling Coast. This program is brought to you by
The gigantic MV Bremer under the Fred Olsen Cruise Lines has finally anchored in the Gambia, bringing scores of travelers discovering the world on what is really a luxury seafaring hotel, providing premium service amid a wealth of comforts. On its maiden call to the Smiling Coast, the massive cruise ship is almost full to capacity with more than 40 different nationalities on board. An inclusive global tour, hotel manager Joachim Serse believes it's the perfect way to explore the world in a single journey. Tell us about the Fred Olsen Cruise Line.
Well, Fred Olsen is a very well-known brand, obviously, right? The company exists since 1854, and we've been here, we come to Gambia. This is not the first time, obviously, for us being here. The company has been here before, but for the Bremer, obviously, this is a maiden call. And very, very happy to be here, and we had a very, very gracious welcome from everybody. The boat itself, I mean, we carry 900 guests on board this ship at the moment, mainly British guests on board the ship, and we have close to 400 crew members on board serving them.
Presently, is it a full boat?
At the moment, it's almost full, yes. It's almost full, yes.
Traveling around the world.
Yes, and we travel around the world. We just came from Dakar, and this is our last stop in Africa before we actually continue going back to Lanzarote and then via Gibraltar back to Southampton.
Smiling Coast, the last but not the least stop. That's the last but not the least stop. Tell me, you just spent about probably a few hours here,
Yes.
but you must have felt a touch. I mean, to get a touch of this country. Yes. How was this reception when you arrived?
I said the reception was fantastic, and as I said to the minister before, that I've never seen an array like this for many, many, many years, because we had all the dances out there and all the costumes, and people were very, very, very happy, and we've been received like royalty, and it's great to be coming into a port that way. Yeah, it was a spectacular welcome. Yeah.
The country is called the Smiling Coast. You think it deserves it?
You told me that. You told me that. You told me that.
Yes. And yes, the MV Bremer. From here, you move into Lanzarote.
We're going to have 2 days at sea, and then going to be in Lanzarote, and then another day at sea. We're going to be going to Casablanca, Gibraltar, and then 3 days at sea, and then Southampton, and the cruise ends.
That's a hectic itinerary. But how was the entire, I mean, the whole cruise, the voyage?
The whole cruise took us 3 weeks coming down, and we had Funchal, which is in Madeira, the Cape Verde Islands, and a lot of sea days, obviously, because there's quite a long way to come here to cover and then back. Yeah.
You're still watching the expedition with me, Ibrahim Ajara, exploring the charming outlook of the Smiling Coast. Now we're here on the MV Bremer, the major liner under the Fred Olsen cruise lines, traveling the world, connecting destinations. The man we meeting here is Joachim Sers. He's the manager of the cruise we presently on. And yes, he has journeyed to over 1,000 destinations. Tell us about the places you've been to, the places you've seen. They must be beautiful.
As I told you before, I think I have close to 1,200 places in my logbook, but if we go into talk about every single one of them, I don't think your time is going to allow that, and we're going to be here for the next 2 weeks, and you probably will have to sail with me.
Everywhere you go, it must be special, it must be different.
It's very, very special, obviously, and I think all of us out at sea, I'm not only speaking for myself, I'm speaking for every seaman out there who has or has been in this industry. I think I consider myself very, very privileged to live a life like this and to see and travel the world and meet so many different places and meet a lot of different people. And we have at present, as I told you before, close to 40 different nationalities on board this ship.
Is there a better way to see the world?
There is no better way to see the world, and obviously there is no better way of getting along with other people. And I think if the world would work as a cruise ship, meaning people getting along with each other, we wouldn't have a problem at all.
We'll be entirely connected.
That's it.
A hectic international schedule would be bringing the cruise ship back to the Smiling Coast in February next year. Officials are already expecting the arrival of 11 other tourist boats in the course of a fresh winter break. This is a beautiful day. I've never been on a ship like this.
I think it's an exciting day for me also, because I've never been on a ship like this with 800 passengers and a staff count of 300. It's quite big. Different types of restaurants, different types of pool, different types
All of its own.
It's a world of its own. And the difference is with the cruise ship and the hotel is that in a cruise ship you are more relaxed, because everywhere there are no cars, there are no people apart from you on board. All you see is the water. You spend days on the sea. That in itself is a relaxing therapy for you to actually sit back and relax.
And thinking about the range of services it provides. It's like a moving hotel.
Yes, the services are exceptional, and I can see that the services are even better than what you will find in hotels, because they have to really take care of the guests. They talk about personal service. They talk about knowing all the 800 guests by name, calling them by name. They talk about getting involved, like the sales lady in the evenings will actually dress down, not to put on the uniform, put on an evening dress, dine with them, wine and dine with the guests, dance with the guests. So that way you feel like you're one happy family. And there is exceptional service, because I'm told that it's a like all-inclusive package. You pay for the meals. You can eat 24 hours and it's all covered in the cost. You're looking at a 3 weeks cruise on this ship is like £8,000. There's an all-round cruise, which is about 120 days, is about £30,000. So I think you see the caliber of customers. These are pensioners. You've done it all. You save up for it. Now all you want to do is relax and enjoy your life. It is beautiful. And
There's a better way to see the world.
I think so. I think this is a relaxed way to see the world. And for us, we are blessed, because we're going to have about 11 or 12 of these cruise ships this winter season. Out of the 800 passengers, 500 already are on tour. 500 of the guests are already outside, mixing and mingling with our people, discovering the country. And I've seen outside also, as you approach the ship, you have the craft market vendors with their artifacts outside selling.
They're making the most of the
Yeah, they're making the most of the situation. And those 500 who are in country now, discovering the Gambia, will also spend some money. And the communities will benefit. They go to Makasutu, they go to different locations. So Ibrahima, this is good. And I can see also the captain and the hotel manager, the person responsible for the rooms and the service, they're really delighted with the Gambia. It's their first time in the Gambia, but they can see the peace and the warmth of the people. And I'm very happy that we are here.
Honorable, the Smiling Coast, has recently, been moved, driven to that position as the leading brand, the leading destination at the fore of all locations in the West Coast. Now, coming, at a time when you are about to launch a whole new winter break, looking to attract every sort of delight, providing memorable breaks. What does this mean, the coming of a ship like this?
I think the coming of a ship like this goes to show that we have the infrastructure for tourism. We can have a cruise liner. It's 24,000 tons. This cruise liner is 24,000 tons, owned by Fred Olsen.
It's almost full.
It's almost full because they have a capacity of 900, they have 800. So this is going to show that the Gambia, in terms of tourism infrastructure, we have it all. The road infrastructure is good, the port services are good.